Science officer's log. Star date 23, 24, 25, and 26. We are in orbit around a black hole. At least that's what they tell me it is. It kind of looks white in the middle, but I don't want to get into that argument with them again. So it's a black hole. Seems kind of stable. I'm no expert on this. Obviously, kind of new at the job, but it looks stable. So we're good. We're good. Just taking readings and stuff. Science officer out. Oh, what? Oh my shit. Captain? Something?
Science fiction, time travel, drama, sex, drugs,
time travel, loss,
violence,
sex,
need, politics.
violence.
I don't like this. We've been stuck here for days. The computer's not responding. I don't even know what's going on out there. You claimed there's a black hole. I didn't see it. I don't know what's happening. Fred's laying on the ground unconscious. Why don't you give me an update, science officer?
You remember that thing, that supposed black hole, as you called it?
Yes, I remember you argued about it because it had whiteness in the middle, but it's not about colors.
Well, black hole should be black in the center, shouldn't it?
So you're saying maybe it wasn't a black hole?
I don't think so. But, I'm no expert on this.
Well, what about our first officer? Do you have any clue what happened to him? I mean, he just fell down. I think the last thing you and him were doing something together.
I think it might be narcolepsy.
I thought we had eradicated that, but I guess not.
Well, he's got space narcolepsy.
That must be a new strain of it that I wasn't aware of. What about this computer? Can we fix these damn computers? Why does it keep saying loading? What's happening here?
Well, it's loading updates.
You sound like you're just making this up on the spot.
No. I'm kind of sorry. We got this thing from the higher ups that we had to update our system, and I thought, well, since we're just orbiting this black hole, might be a good time to do it.
Yes. I think I did approve that request. I didn't think anything of it because I didn't think it was the actual monitor on the bridge. I thought it was some other part of the ship. You made it seem like it was a part of the ship that we didn't use very often.
It's kind of the whole computer.
I'm sorry that I took a couple of days off now because this is really... I thought, we were just going, checking out a black hole, so I'd just take a couple of days off.
I mean, it is, traveling like 30 light years through space, this update, so it could take a while.
That does make sense. Can you explain this thing over here? It seems to be somebody added a flashing green light. Can you tell me what that's about? I mean...
Yeah, that's just showing you that the computer's unavailable right now.
Shouldn't that be red? I mean, is it too much to ask that it be red if there's something wrong, not green?
We did run out of green bulbs, so...
Well, can you explain the red bulb behind you?
Well, we had a red bulb for that.
Couldn't you swap out the bulbs then?
Well, that needs to have a red bulb.
Well, what does that one do then?
Well, that one tells us that we're in danger from, like, a high gravitational pull.
Oh, of the white hole. Maybe it's a white hole. Have you thought of that? Maybe it's not a black hole.
That's what I've been saying all along.
Well, what's the difference between a white hole and a black hole?
Black hole is
You are the
black
science officer.
in the middle, and a white hole is white.
Well, that sounds like something that maybe an intergalactic interior decorator would say. What's the scientific explanation between a white hole and a black hole? You are the science officer here.
I could tell you, but the physics are probably a little too complicated for you.
It also looks like the red bulb is slightly smaller than the green bulb, so it wouldn't have fit anyway. That would have been the easier explanation, probably. sometimes I just want to,
Well,
simple. Keep it simple.
we're not always in danger from gravitational pulls,
That's a good point.
but if the computer's not working, you kind of need to know that.
I see. So, in other words, but does that mean the bulb? Wait a minute. If these bulbs only blink one color, you're saying that they're just off when. So, in other words, when the computer is functioning properly, the bulb is just off.
Yeah.
I thought it would turn to red. If something. Why would we make a bulb that only flashes one particular color this far into the future? I mean, I'm sure we've handled that on Earth hundreds of years ago.
It's cheaper.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Well, okay, final question here since I've just returned. What's up with the SIP's computer here? Why is he somehow twisted up on the ground?
He's just kind of more comfortable that way.
But is that tied to the fact that, the update's running still?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why he's not functioning. But he just kind of wanted to be in that position.
So, in other words, he went into this position before he started malfunctioning with the update.
Yeah, we told him there was going to be an update, and he just felt like he could protect himself better this way.
Could the same maybe be said of our first officer? Perhaps he went into that position and then space narcolepsy. Is he more did he fall, or is that someplace that he sleeps when I'm not around? He sleeps like this on the bridge. It seems like everything that's happened here has a natural, logical explanation that predates you arriving on the bridge. All right, you don't have to. It seems like that's one of the secrets that you don't really want to spill of your first officer. I'm happy that you guys are forming a bond here. For a while there, I thought you didn't even know each other. So
okay,
nice.
He's drinking again.
I knew it. That's why I didn't even need to know that. I'm not going to put it in the official logs.
Okay.
I don't want to get involved in that sort of. Drinking's easily solved these days. It's almost like you're a sociopath. You decide not to take the cure for drunk. You can get sober in a second these days, and I don't understand why somebody wouldn't. Why would they allow themselves to get to this position? That's the more not that he's drunk, but that he didn't take the cure.
Well, I can't speak for him. I mean,
that's fine,
obviously, you'll have to give him the cure, and he can speak for himself.
I'd much rather him just be unconscious on the ground at this during this whole thing, because we can't help anything. He's an actor. Not like he could get us out of the black hole or fix these computers or unravel our ship's computer or put a bulb in that blinks red when it's when there's a problem, which would make a lot more sense.
Oh my God. We're disintegrating. Is this is sciencey stuff. This is oh my God.
Yeah, that was kind of strange. Does that have something to do with the black hole?
Oh yeah.
Or the white hole?
Yeah, definitely.
Interesting.
Definitely.
Do you want to try and make that happen again? See what kind of. Let's see if that.
It was kind of painful. I really wouldn't like it to happen again.
I don't know. Maybe it'll just happen on its own.
Oh!
That was a quick one.
Yeah. Really hoping this update finishes soon.
Yeah, I don't even understand. Did it say it was going to take this long? I mean, why would we? Does it say anything about how long it would take? Is it going to be months? Is it years?
I mean,
at this point, I don't know.
One of the things I kind of noticed when I took over as science officer was there hadn't been any updates done in about 3 years.
Yes, that is a very common error. Yeah, so you just decided you figured, let me get them all done at once.
Well, we got to be up to date.
Yeah, but there's probably a reason why they didn't update those things. Some of them. I mean, if you think about it, each one should have been updated, and then we should have had a rigorous quality assurance session after that, making sure that each. And that's not something we should do next to a crazy space anomaly. It's something we should do in around the planet or at a space station docked, where if something goes wrong, like the computer refuses to do anything, then we can just get off the ship and get to safety. Did you think of that?
I mean, we kind of figured that since you were gone for 3 days, that they'd be done by the time you got back.
I see. Yeah, I see. But that's assuming that things only go wrong when I'm here. I mean, chances are things would go equally as wrong when I'm not here.
Did I mention that I actually started this 3 days ago?
So you're saying this is now taking 6 days? Or are you saying that? No, I knew that. I knew you started 3 days ago, but why did it suddenly just stop then? Because you were given the. Oh yeah, it was a couple of days. It's been a couple of days. Yeah.
Have you
I
been
knew
drinking,
that.
Captain?
It's just difficult to come back from the vacation to this. You know, this like everything falling apart at once, and I'm just a little bit. I'm still trying to recover from that. I guess I'm sorry. I was drinking, but not today, and I did take the cure when I drank. Obviously,
Because you're standing and not
yes,
face down on the floor
Exactly.
in your own vomit.
That's true. Well, yeah, that's true. Thankfully, you cleared up the vomit before I got here. That's nice. To.
Except a bit under his nose.
It's good to leave a little bit so he knows what he has to deal with when he wakes up.
Yeah.
What were we saying? Yeah, I know the sequence of events here. I mean, I am the captain. I'm informed of these things. Well, no, I didn't know that the ship's computer was down for 3 days. I mean, I was.
Well, obviously, you weren't here.
I was on the ship. I was just on vacation. It was what they call a staycation. I was held up in my private offices. But I wasn't accepting any sort of transmission, so that's why I wasn't aware of it, I guess. No transmission can get that deep into the ship. It's done that way so that you can have some privacy and try to get a little bit of escape from the constant duties of being a ship's captain. It's forced on us, in fact.
Is that why the armed guards were outside your cabin?
Well, that's what's part of the forcing is that I don't have control of those people. I didn't hire them. What happens is when they go on vacation, they immediately get assigned to me. They stay outside the doors and they make sure nobody gets through for the purposes of the captain's vacation. I didn't control it. I couldn't even stop it if I wanted to.
Sounds more like a confinement, but anyway, what did you do?
It's whether you mean to get confined? It's not a confinement.
No.
Wait. Sorry, just got a little defensive.
Did you catch up on reading or
something? I guess you could say that. Yeah, in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is there anything we could be doing right now? I mean, that's the real question here. I'd love to talk to you about like mundane stuff, but is there anything we could be doing to fix this? Is there anything at all that I can do or you can do to fix this?
Abandoned ship?
No, we're not abandoning ship in the middle of a white hole. I mean, where would we go?
We do have the escape pods.
Yes, but that's the last resort. I mean, this doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. Everything's flashing green. Tell me this.
Yeah, that's because we didn't have any red bulbs for that one.
Yeah, all right, that's fine. Now, tell me this. The last thing, that you picked up on the ship's sensors, I mean, there's no immediate danger, right? Before this whole system went down.
It kind of was getting bigger, but maybe it stopped.
Or maybe we're on the other side of it right now. How do we even know? They could have sucked us in. We don't even know if it's out there.
This isn't a bad movie from the 70s, so I would say we would probably be dead if we went into it.
I wouldn't be so sure of that. I mean, I don't know. Since it's a white hole, very much rarer, obviously, than the black hole. I don't know what would happen if we were engulfed by it. And we don't even know for sure if it's actually, quote unquote, any of the holes. Purple hole, if that's such a thing. We have no idea what it is.
Well, we know it spins around.
Yeah, but do black holes, technically even spin? I mean, that seems like some kind of Hollywood sort of conjecture.
If it wants to, it could. I ain't messing with the black hole.
Well, this is a white hole, and you painfully pointed out for a 3-hour lecture.
And it was clearly spinning the last time that the view screens were working.
It was spinning. Okay, that's good. And our engines were functioning, right? Correct.
We were maintaining orbit.
Okay. So chances are the ship probably adjusted to the new size or whatever of the hole, and then
if the navigational systems were up and running.
Are you telling me it's possible that the navigational system had failed as well? Did you update the navigational systems? Was that one of the systems you updated?
I told you this is a complete ship update.
No, you told me that there was a lot of stuff hadn't been updated, but you didn't tell me everything had to be updated. I just assumed there was maybe 12 or 13 things that had to be updated. I mean, there's probably thousands.
Hence the meaning complete ship
You just
update.
used the word complete. You didn't say that before. You just now told me complete.
I did say everything, too. I mean, it's been 3 years since there's been an update done.
I don't know what to say. So, it's possible that, life support's still functioning, so that's...
Well, yeah.
And that was updated, obviously. So, obviously, Things are being maintained as they're updated, as it should be.
I can't really check the oxygen levels right
I
now.
can't because I'm alive. If they were for 3 days, if the oxygens were failing us, I'd be dead.
It is a big ship. There's a lot of oxygen in
You know, there's a lot of hot air too. Or maybe that's why Fred is unconscious. I hadn't even thought about that.
Could have been the tequila too.
He doesn't respond to kicking. I don't know if an oxygen. He's not blue, right? So I mean, he's still getting oxygen.
He's still getting oxygen, yeah. And his face is now out of the vomit since you kicked him to the side.
Let me make sure that that's not back into the vomit. We wouldn't want him to wake up and not realize what he's done.
Yes. Bad Fred. Bad Fred.
That, don't bother with that until he's actually awake.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
okay.
The only one that can hear it seems kind of. Well, I mean, I don't know what the. It's possible we're dying slowly.
Possible.
It's possible that we've been sucked into a blank hole, whatever color it might be.
Yep. But on the plus side, if we survive, everything's going to be up to date. It'll be like state of the art in here.
Well, yeah, but we won't see any difference because most of the things are just computerized stuff. I mean, I guess if you had waited to install these flashing lights until after the updates, that would have been at least more of an indication. But instead, the flashing lights are here pre-update. So we're not going to actually see anything. I mean, will there be anything new?
Oh yeah, lots of stuff.
Like what? What's new? What's new? For example, what's coming on the navigation? What's the new updates bringing us that you felt was so important that we had to have it now?
Well, stuff is going to be like completely 3D now.
In the navigation.
Yeah.
You mean on the screens that you look at?
On the screens I look at, yeah. No more of that like triangle stuff.
Okay, well that's a pretty good improvement. What about life support? How's that gonna
Life
better?
Life support. We can now put helium in, so like if we have like birthday parties, we could fill balloons quicker. And
that seems like something that's lower on the priority list for me to
well, not every update. Not every update is completely necessary. Some of them.
Yeah, that one seems to be. If we were to take it from 1 to 10, that would be more of like a 3 or a 4, because we do have a lot of parties. I'll give you that.
That's true. That's true.
And hot air balloons are important, but and easily put on the bridge.
Yes.
But,
and squeaky voices are fun too.
Yeah, and not so much. I've always kind of been. I had an incident as a child, and I've always been kind of. I want to say annoyed, but the reality is probably I've been a little scared of very high voices.
Traumatized.
Yeah, I was traumatized. I was a clown, a midget. A short person.
I don't see why it's necessary to go into this.
Okay, great. Oh, that's good, because I wasn't prepared to tell the story right now.
I didn't really want to know the story.
Yeah, I wish I could forget it.
To keep your childhood traumas to yourself.
Thankfully, hundreds of hours of space therapy. I'm able to deal with it, but still
Again, too much information.
The high voice. The bottom line is the high voice still just kind of, it's like driving a nail, right straight through my skull. So, which I've had done. So I try to avoid that. That's how I know they're exactly the same. All right, what about our food replication? That's being updated too. So how is that? Like, what are we adding there? Like, it's been pretty abysmal choices so far. So please tell me that there's going to be some better. I mean, I know you don't eat much human food probably or whatever, but
we now will have sushi.
That's interesting. That's good. Where are we getting the fish?
It's being replicated.
Oh well.
That's
Okay.
what a replicator does.
Okay, well, I didn't know we even had the capability to make fish.
Work, sir?
I didn't know we can make living beings and then immediately kill them. But all right, hey, I mean, I hope it tastes.
You
as
had
good.
no problem with the roast beef being made, but fish is like a bridge too far.
I thought it was raw fish. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it's just a little closer to real animal, I guess. Like the
Oh, and the other thing is those little food cubes they're out. They're not going to be part of the new
I kind of like those little food cubes. What are we replacing them with? I liked it.
Food spheres.
Well, that's all right. That sounds like an improvement. Just because it sounds more scientific, but I don't know if that's translates to better tasting or what.
They roll down your throat.
Well, that sounds fun.
There'll be less choking hazard.
Yeah, well, 3 people have reported to the sick bay because of that. So yeah, I mean that will be. I mean over the entire time we've been here, which is a long time. So probably I would put that if the helium balloons were a 3, I would put that at a Well, the sushi I would put at a 6. And the choking hazard rolling tongue thing would be maybe a 5. Are you writing this down?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Good, yeah, good. That's good. Because I would like to see it all summarized later.
I know what your rating systems. The crew loves them.
It's good that we do a weekly recap of that. It's fun. I think it's fun. I mean, I've only heard good things, but it's only been Fred telling me, so I really don't know if it's. I'll take your word for it. I think you'd have less reason to lie to me than Fred would as first officer. Are you gunning for a first officer position here? Is that what you're doing? Because you sound like you're taking some control here. You really are.
Well, I mean, to be honest, Fred's kind of been drunk the 3 days you've been off, and
When the cat's away, right? That's what they say. When the Spitzorg's away.
somebody had to do something,
I got you.
and
Well, that's good. You know, I mean, just keep up the good work, and at least there'll be some sort of promotion. Maybe not directly to first officer yet, but you know, you might get a better pay, a couple more credits.
credits are good.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, what about like the whole, you know, system of work that we have established on the ship? How is the updates to that? Like, you know, the credit system, the cryptocurrencies we have going, the 4 cryptocurrencies on the ship right now.
Well, you know, more for
Oh, like 6, 7? What are we talking?
yeah.
That's good. All right, that's fun.
At least for me.
Oh, you personally?
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
I diversified my portfolio.
Oh, well, I was talking about the ship's functioning of it, like how they handle the, you know, the different, the ways that it converts, stuff like that, you know, the improvement there in that area. It's being updated. We know that. It's 100% updates.
Yeah, it's improving something.
Okay, good. All right. I would put that at a 2. Because I don't know the specifics. It sounds kind of, you know, like maybe there's not much there. Like maybe it's like a slight, maybe they've updated the terms and services, something like that. I don't. What about the entertainment? Tell me something's being, you know, you've been down playing tennis. Tell me there's got to be something better than tennis. What's improved with the entertainment system on this ship?
All right. So with the entertainment system now, we now have Atari 2600 games.
Okay, those are fun. Very basic, but fun. I mean, that's all though? That's it?
Well, they don't want us getting too distracted playing games, so they figured.
I wonder if there's a way to hack around that to get us full entertainment systems. That's something to talk to the computer about once he's unraveled. And he's being updated too, I imagine, right? But he's technically not. He must have integrated with the ship. That's probably why that happened, because he's technically from a planet that's.
I heard on Captain Murtaugh's ship that he just paid for a system for his crew.
I see. So you're suggesting that I perhaps pay for what? What are you asking me to pay for? I don't even understand. What kind of system?
He got a PlayStation 46.
Oh, you're saying the gaming thing? Yeah. I was talking
for his crew. I mean,
see.
he wasn't. Thrifty like you are.
No, I think that's a good idea, but we probably need more than one PlayStation 46, right? Probably like. Well, how many crew members do we have? I don't even. What's the latest count? I mean, we've had a couple of deaths.
I can't really read anything on the computer.
Right, that's true. Rough guesstimate. Let's say you've a lot of people. Let's say you probably interacted with 1/10 of the crew. How many people have you interacted with?
I'm not really allowed out of my cabin.
Okay. Still a little scared for people, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why they keep pushing me back in.
I'm going to say we need at least 12 PlayStation 46s. That's because, I mean, there's nothing worse than going to, I've done this, I've been in this position where you go to play something and someone like is already, just wait there and like in the middle of a game. And that's probably like a 7. Because that's important. Keeping morale up is very important. Maybe it'll stop people from, falling blindly on the ground.
Victim of alcoholism.
Yeah, maybe if you could, get a little more morale boosting entertainment, then that wouldn't be the case. Well, how many? Do you have a guess of how many more days this is going to take? Because maybe I'll just, go back to my vacation. I can't do anything.
Every time I watch that loading, and I think it gets to the end, it might be finished, but it's not. So
I see. So you really don't know.
Not really. No. I did hear the update is going to show a percentage for next time we update.
Well, you're saying that this is actually improving the update. The update's improving the update UI. I would put that like a 9.
Oh, definitely. Cause
Yeah, because I like a percent. I like to see the date when it's estimated to be done,
Me too. Me
rather
too.
than like just a bunch of dots that continuously go across our view screen. Well, listen, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go back to my staycation, and what you can do is let me know if something changes. You know, like call down to my security detail, and they'll come and find me. And
Roger that, Cap.
there's nothing I can do here. You know, right? There's nothing I can do. I mean, I can't make the updates go faster.
No, this is true. Fancy a game of tennis?
That's actually, yeah. You know what? I've never played. What will you be hard to win? Like, why? Would it be difficult for me or not? Would you like to wager sometime, maybe? Like, what about a day off?
Sounds
You
good.
win, you get a day off.
Yeah, I'm kind of sick of staring at the loading screen.
But no, after after all this is done, you can't use it until. I mean, we'll go play tennis now.
Okay.
But if you win, you get a day off, but not now. You can't take it now
You're on.
because you're the only one that knows what's going on here.
All
All
right.
right, let's do it. Let's
Let's
get
go
out.
out
Let's
of
go.
here.
Let's go to the Britain's done.
Nice fish. Time fry. From. Sex. Drugs.
Time travel. Loss.
Violence.
Sex.
Need. Pause.